What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Shadow Shadnik, and today we're going to be discussing some Call of Duty and skill-based matchmaking. Yes, it's can be very boring, I know. So to spice it up, we're going to be putting some beautiful Modern Warfare 3 gameplay behind the commentary today, as well as some Black Ops 7 beta gameplay maybe. I might as well throw in some Warzone gameplay as well, because we're going to be discussing all of that today. But before we get into the gameplay commentary, I want to thank each and every one of you for reaching 500 subscribers. When I started out my content creation career about 2 years ago, I was not sure I would even reach 500 subscribers. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys. It is absolutely amazing, the community that I have created here. I feel like I created it, but yet at the same time, it's just kind of growing on its own, and you guys are absolutely amazing. So I just wanted to thank you guys. But moving into the commentary, skill-based matchmaking. Skill-based matchmaking it's kind of always been a thing in Call of Duty. It's been a thing at least since CoD 4, maybe even before that. Definitely always been a slight skill-based matchmaking within all multiplayer games within Call of Duty. But it really picked up in Modern Warfare 2019. And I feel like that's when things really got ugly within Call of Duty. Now, a lot of people within the community fondly remember Modern Warfare 2019. I don't. I think that Modern Warfare 2019 is a bottom tier Call of Duty. Easily. I did not enjoy that game whatsoever. And two big reasons. Number one, skill-based matchmaking was strict. It was the first time strict skill-based matchmaking was introduced into Call of Duty. So it was the first time that you felt like you were playing against twins of yourself. I felt like I was playing against players that were just as aware as I was. They were wearing headsets and were sound whoring like I was. They were using the same guns, meta weapons like I was. So very frustrating. But also, dead silence was not a perk in that game. It was a field upgrade, which was new for Call of Duty at the time in terms of like field upgrades. And I hated that aspect of the game. It really ruined search and destroy, which I was huge and big into at the time. Still am. I love search and destroy. But dead silence not being a perk for search and destroy really kind of ruined it, because it just really made movement not a thing. And it made movement not a thing in all of Modern Warfare 2019. The multiplayer for that game was just really just everybody kind of standing in doorways and windows and not moving, because every time you moved, your character made a ton of noise and everyone had a headset. So it was really annoying. And at the time, I felt like a lot of people were gaslighting others into thinking that skill-based matchmaking wasn't real and that it wasn't a real thing. And I don't know if they were being paid off by Activision. I don't know what was going on there, but they were gaslighting people into saying that it wasn't real. But if you played Call of Duty before Modern Warfare 2019, you played Modern Warfare 2019, you knew something was going on. And their whole spiel was that you needed to adjust to the game, to the new game mechanics, and that it was a skill issue. But let's be honest, at the time Modern Warfare 2019 had come out, yearly releases for Call of Duty had been a thing. We were constantly getting new Call of Duties every single year. And every year Call of Duty changes up a little couple things, new maps for sure, and new weapons. So every year is a pretty major adjustment. I mean, we went from Advanced Warfare to Black Ops 3 to Infinite Warfare, which was paired with Modern Warfare Remastered. And all three of those games had jetpacks, but all three of those games had slightly different movement mechanics that you had to adjust to if you were changing games. If you were playing Modern Warfare, if you were playing Advanced Warfare and you switched to Infinite Warfare, it was a major adjustment in how the jetpacks operated. So to say that Modern Warfare 2019, that people were not adjusting and that it was a skill issue, is just nonsense, because we were used to adapting. We have gotten good at adapting within Call of Duty. So we move forward, Cold War comes out, and skill-based matchmaking is still turned to 11, and I hated that game's multiplayer. It transitioned me into pretty much a zombies player. It was the first game that I really dived full force into zombies. I got the mastery camo in zombies. It was the first mastery camo I got within Call of Duty, and kind of sped fast me to where I'm at now today, right in front of you, where I'm mainly a Call of Duty zombies player, more so than multiplayer player. But I say kind of all of this to kind of preface what's going on within Call of Duty and matchmaking today. And it's been announced that Black Ops 7 is supposed to not have strict skill-based matchmaking within its public matchmaking. And honestly, I think that that's huge, and I'm not sure if they're going to actually stay true to their word on that. For all we know, they could have just been saying all of this just to sell more copies, because Battlefield 6 is going absolutely crazy with their player count and their player numbers. So maybe the Call of Duty just wanted to kind of say that they were removing skill-based matchmaking, and when the game comes out, it's going to be in full force. I don't know. I'm not saying that that's exactly what they're going to do. I'm basically saying that I would not be surprised if that's what they do. But they've said that it's not going to be in the game, and I hope that they don't throw their matchmaking in the trash. I hope that they take that strict skill-based matchmaking and they throw it into ranked, and I hope that's in ranked Warzone, and I hope that that is in ranked multiplayer. And speaking of Warzone, I also hope that that extends to Warzone, because I don't think that in public matches in Warzone, skill-based matchmaking really needs to be as strict as it has been. I think that for ranked, it's perfect because you know where you stand and you know where you were ranked. But for Warzone, standard public matches and multiplayer, I think that they should remove it. I don't think it should be a thing. And hopefully they extend that to Warzone. And speaking of the pressure that Battlefield 6 has put on Activision and on Warzone especially, and as of recording this, Battlefield Season 1 is coming out tomorrow, and I believe that is coming with a Battle Royale. So Warzone's in trouble. And they announced back in CoD Next that they were going to release a new map, big map for Warzone in April 2026. And honestly, I hope that they move that up. I think they announced something about them adding more big maps and big map rotation to Warzone. I don't know if they necessarily mentioned specifically moving up that update from April, but I hope that they move that update up a couple months, and I hope that they do some big map rotation for Warzone. So for example, they could do Verdansk with Uzbekistan or Verdansk with Al Mazrah, for instance. I really hope they bring back Al Mazrah. I was a big fan of Al Mazrah. I just hated the movement system from Warzone at the time. Al Mazrah wasn't the problem. The map was beautiful. It was really fun to play on. It was the movement. But they could do two big maps at the same time and do some sort of rotation, and they've acted as if that there were some sort of tech limitations that weren't allowing them to do that, which is just horseshit, because there's a lot of other big battle royale games, PUBG comes to mind, that have a ton of big maps and they have a rotation, so there's no reason that Warzone couldn't do it. But I hope that they, with that update, with the big map rotation update, that they also add Avalon and the movement changes for Warzone, and they just kind of speed that up a bit, because waiting until April 2026 for that Warzone update, I don't know if there's going to be a Warzone to be played by that time. GTA 6 will probably be out by that time. Who knows how good the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale is, and if it's really good, people might be diving full force in that, and Warzone might be forgotten. So hopefully they move that update up, and hopefully they don't just wait until April 2026. But skill-based matchmaking, I hope that they really do stand their ground on that and they remove it from Black Ops 7, because if they do, for me personally, I'm going to be playing a lot of Black Ops 7. Now, if it doesn't do well viewership wise on YouTube or on streams, I might not publicly be playing Black Ops 7. I might just be playing it on my personal time, and then maybe just showing you guys updates on where I'm at playing that game and videos and stuff. But I personally, I don't know if I'm going to be playing exclusively Black Ops 7 or exclusively Battlefield 6. I'm going to be playing a lot of different games moving forward. Arc Raiders, as I'm recording this video, comes out in a few days, so there's going to be a lot to play. And speaking of which, if you are new here, definitely drop me a subscription. We are playing all the new games that we can on the channel: Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Black Ops 7. If Delta Force gets a new update, I will probably be dabbling into that. Arc Raiders is made by the same company that makes the Finals, which is another game I've been enjoying, so expect to see that on the channel as well. If you like any of those games, definitely drop me a like and a comment down below which is one of your favorite games. Which game did you like to see more on the channel? As well as, what do you think about skill-based matchmaking? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts from 2019? Were you also gaslit at the time into thinking that skill-based matchmaking wasn't a thing? What do you think about Black Ops 7 and skill-based matchmaking? Are you happy that Black Ops 7 is not going to have skill-based matchmaking? Will you be playing Black Ops 7 more because there's not going to be skill-based matchmaking? For me, like I said, I think that if they stand true, I'm going to be playing it more. Again, if viewership isn't good, I'd just be playing it on my own time, and I'll just play the games that do get more views and are more fun for you guys to watch, because at the end of the day, I am here for you guys for entertainment purposes. But if you guys do enjoy Black Ops 7, even if it's not popular, and you guys enjoy to see me maybe rage at the game or something like that, I can provide that for you guys too. So just let me know what you guys want to see down below. Other than that, we are still doing streams about 5 to 6 times a week. I usually take off one day, usually Tuesdays. I'm not streaming on Tuesdays, but the rest of the week we'll be streaming for the most part, and we're putting out live, not live YouTube videos, but long form YouTube videos once a week here on the channel, as we kind of dive back into the commentaries and get back into the swing of things and get my commentary legs back underneath me, because I'm still kind of struggling getting back into it. But we will get get that back into the strong commentaries again, I promise. But if you guys are new, like, comment, subscribe down below. I appreciate each and every single one of you. But with that being said, I am out. Peace.
Why did no one buy me? Like anyone? Don't understand why I wasn't bought back. I know I died first, but I died in such bullshit. I got caught by a zombie and a TTV fucking player on some bullshit.
It's not that fucking deep.
I mean, if you just wanted to get 1v4'd, you're right. It's not that deep. That's why you're playing a dying game. Enjoy it.
Bro, go touch some grass.
Have fun. Have fun.